Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jason with Wolf Overland, and we are picking up where we left off in Clayton, Georgia. We just finished up Charlie's Creek, and we are headed to Popcorn Creek Trail, which loops back around to Clayton, Georgia.
All right, so we ran into a little group right there, about 6 rigs. They said that it's clear all the way, but it's really hairy. He says lockers aren't working, but he made it. But we're gonna go for it. I've done this trail a couple times, but he said that washout's like about 3 feet right now. So he said hug the wall. We'll see. Again, it's not really the rig, it's the driver, but I'm on 37s, obviously triple lock, so a little bit more capable vehicle, and I feel confident in my off-road skills. So let's go check out Popcorn Creek.
So Popcorn Creek does not have any big water crossings or cool creek crossings. There's one little one at the end on the way out back to Clayton, but it does have some big washouts. There is probably 3 to 4 pretty good sized washouts on this trail, more towards the Clayton side. Just be aware of that. You do have to have a high clearance 4x4 with a low range.
All right, a lot of you mentioned in the comments how I pull up the weather, fuel, and Doppler radar on my Jeep radio, and let me show you how I do that. So I have the bigger 8.1 display, and I do have a subscription to XM radio, and I think you need that. But TravelLink, you hit that, and then you hit the weather map, and that shows you your Doppler, if there's any storms in the area. Obviously the hurricane washout right there, but yeah, we got cloud cover, but that's about it today. Fronts, radar, storms, all that stuff. Center on car, pretty self-explanatory. Go back to TravelLink, weather, so I can get 3 and 6 hours. Everything else, let's see, change location. And then fuel. We can find fuel prices for change it to diesel. So if you're out in the outback or out west where it's hard to find diesel, this has saved me out in Colorado, and especially on the Rimrocker Trail where it's hard to find diesel. But this just shows how far long ago it was updated and the price, which this is high. It was about $3 a gallon back where I'm from in South Carolina. And then, you know, you can look up movies, sports, all that stuff. But, yeah. So, we're at probably one of the hardest parts of Popcorn Creek. It's a little bit of a drop-off, but there's a washout that was later on. And, I'm going to set the tripod out. Let me show you. Probably doesn't look like much on the camera, but obviously you're going to hug the wall and come down right here. And it's muddy, so that's going to be the problem. There you go. I don't know how good you can see that. It's about 3 feet. Well, that was kind of easy. Shocks give you a lot more confidence. Oh, we got some mud right here. believe there's another big washout up here too. Let's see, we should come up on it here shortly. Yeah, someone's been through here. Fresh chainsaw. Holy crap. All right, let's assess. All right, looks like they all went off camber. Oh my God. Honestly, I feel better dropping into it because you got a pretty good rut here, but I can clear this. I know it doesn't look like much on camera, but if you get right here and you kind of have a lip on there, but you could flop. This one, your tires are going to keep you from... Yeah, I'm going to get into it. This is why I like doing this trail in reverse. I like going up this stuff rather than going down it. So not only is it muddy, I know it looks like they all took the high line, but this is all rock down here. And at least I know if my wheels are against this dirt bank, I know I'm not going to roll. So I don't like taking the high line because I'm top heavy. I could flip, you know. So that was 24 degrees off camber in that worst section. So that's why I like taking the downward line, because I know from experience if you start sliding on that slick Georgia clay, you're going to go over, and I don't want to go over. But the Jeep is okay, you know. Here, if you have the sliders and big enough sidewalls, mud terrains, it's hard to damage something. Not saying it's impossible, but you can see that we utilize the 37 sidewalls. So that's why I love the KM3 mud terrains. The sidewalls are thick enough where you can do stuff like that and not worry about popping a sidewall. It's the sharp rocks you got to look out for. Yeah. Well, I think there's the worst of it. The rest should be a bunch of mud puddles and then a nice little creek crossing at the end. All right, got a little bit of a rock garden here. Nothing crazy. use our front camera to kind of navigate this rock. Should be good there. A little bit of flexy.
Unfortunately, there's no real camping on Popcorn Creek Trail. There is one or two little offshoots. I meant to come back and explore one of the offshoots that's more close to the highway side. And then there is one or two offshoots on this trail that may lead to a primitive little camping area.
This water stinks, like stinky stink. And this is the end. We're gonna hang a right here. So this is the end of Popcorn Creek. It is 1:14 p.m. So what was that? About an hour. I obviously stopped to film. We're gonna hang a right here, and there's a little water crossing. And that's gonna loop back around to the entrance to the Tallulah Creek, down to Sandy Bottoms, and the entrance to Charlie's Creek and all that. But we're gonna pass that and hang a left on Coleman River Road and head up the mountain to the mountaintop getaway and probably hang out up there. I only use the 1/8 of a tank of gas or diesel. Thinking about any other roads to check out. Nope. There's nothing else I want to check out road-wise. If Steve comes tonight, then in the morning we'll head out the other way and check out Sandy Ford, and then we'll exit out through Walking Stick. That had a gnarly spot. I got mud all over my shirt, all over my pants. Good thing I brought a couple spare. Good thing I brought some spare clothes. So if I I know it's going to be muddy or raining, I like to have extra clothes just to... I do have 3 bundles of firewood and water in the back to take a shower. I need one. So there's a little water crossing right here. It can be deep. And then we're gonna hang a left after the water crossing. And this kind of loops back around. And it does get pretty. It does kind of have a steep hill climb. Kind of a steep little hill climb on out. The golf course up here on the right. And it keeps going. Steep, probably 18% grade. That is a steep climb out. I think I looked at 17 or 18% grade going up that. Lakes down there. The water levels on this side looks like it wasn't that bad. It looks like all the flood water was on the river side. You know, about where Earls and Sandy Ford are. Because Charlie's Creek and the Tallulah Gorge right there doesn't look bad. Must have just dumps out into the lake, or they control that a lot better. But the riverside over there, where Earls and Sandy Ford are, that was that was probably 12 feet above normal levels there. I mean, it was high. Hate to drive this road in the wintertime when it's icy or snowy. Alright, we're back on the main road. I'll check in when we get to Coleman.